Alright guys, here's a quick little video on Coach's Eye of me doing muscle-ups. Zipper asked if I could put up a little Coach's Eye of my form and technique on muscle-ups. So here it is. I believe in this video I did 5 unbroken muscle-ups, and I think this is actually a pretty good video to use. So you're going to have to excuse me if I'm rambling or all over the place. I'm going to try and get this done in one shot here as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and start it off here. Jump up to the rings. So we'll pretend like this is full extension right here. First thing I want to talk about is, and I'm sure most of you heard me say this, drawing that circle with your toes, the biggest circle that you possibly can. That's going to help you create the best swing possible for the muscle up on the rings. So just kind of check this out here. I throw my feet out in front to get everything started, and then I kick them back, down and back, big swing forward. As you can tell right here, I'm turning my rings out. That's just competition standard. You don't have to do that right now, but that's something you might want to learn. Anyway, so yeah, let's keep going here. So they're all the way back, and then when I'm kicking them forward, I'm not just trying to throw my feet forward, I'm going down and around, see, right along the line of that circle there. So next thing I want to talk about is when we're kicking the feet up, I want to talk about our hip. We don't want our body to be parallel to the ground, not at all. We want our body to be at about a 45-degree angle when we're throwing that hip. What that's going to do is that's going to start momentum upwards towards the corner of the ceiling, and not necessarily straight up and down. We don't really want that. That's going to be kind of hard to get our head and our body up and over the rings. Okay, so sorry, I'm moving through those little arrows pretty quick, but anyway, so the feet are swinging forward. Their knees are coming up with the feet. As you can tell now, right here, I've got this angle. Well, get rid of that there. I've got this angle right here in my body, right? Now what I'm going to do is, since my hips are back like that, I'm going to throw my hips, like I said, to that corner from this position right here. And that's going to generate a ton of momentum for me, so I don't have to rely on just my arms to get up and over the rings. So here we go, hip right there. See, I'm still not parallel to the ground. I mean, I'm laying out pretty good, but definitely not parallel to the ground, and not generating momentum straight upwards. So let's go back down. Hips are down, no pull in the arms, and then I throw my hip and then pull. Notice that? See how the hip goes first and then I pull. Hip and pull. And then next thing, after we throw the hip, we start pulling. We're going to pull those rings down to the low part of the chest. See that? Right there. Okay? Now, most of you will pull and the rings will be right at your shoulders. We don't want that. We definitely want the rings as low as possible on the chest. If you can pull them down to your hip, I've seen Camille LeBlanc do that. Granted, she gets parallel to the ground and still has enough driving force to get up and over. She's a gymnast, though. Keep that in mind. We're trying to teach this to the average Joe here. So anyway, yeah, we want the rings as low on the chest as possible. That's going to make this transition up and over the rings nice and easy. So once I have those rings there, I'm going to try and keep them tight, and I'm throwing my head over now. So see how my head's back here? And I'm throwing it as hard as I can to get up and over. So now on this first one here, I definitely want my knees right there to be down more. When they're up in the air like that, close to the face, it makes it harder to get up and over those rings. If I could have let's clear this off. If I could have my legs kind of below me like this, and kind of straight, like a hollow body position, that would work a lot better, and I would be using less energy to get up and over those rings. So anyway, so I'm up and over. Let's go back here. Hip, pull, and now I'm throwing my head right there. Get right into the catch position. I've shown most of you this. This is the bottom of the ring dip. This is your catch position every time. It should be your default position that you go right to. That way we can make sure those rings are right next to the sides and secure, so we're not going to lose it out to the sides. Anyway, so bringing the feet back and then kind of a little kip there, not too much. But next thing I want to talk about really quick here is once I have that lockout, I don't waste any time. I go right into the next fall. Now, if you can tell here, I'm not, from this extension, I've told a bunch of you to kind of just bring your shoulders back down to the rings and then fall down and around. I'm so used to this that I can control those rings on the way down. If you can't quite control the rings on the way down, you're just going to slam right down to the bottom of the rings. And that's going to do a lot of damage to your shoulders and stop a lot of your momentum. So I just kind of keep the rings out in front and fall backwards. Now notice my feet are out in front. I'm going to keep them there as I fall backwards. And what that does is when I get back down to right there, my shoulders are starting to grab. And if you notice, I'm going to go, I think that's right about where it was supposed to be. I'm going to go from that position since I kept my feet out in front. My shoulders are now starting to take at the bottom of this descent that I did, and they're going to take me all the way around. Okay, so let's try this out. Let me draw this circle again here. I think that was it right thereabouts. And big swing with the toes. Same exact position I started with. And let's go this way, and then big swing forwards, up and over. Again, same position, right? So again, like I said, this was a quick video. If any of you guys need me to make a video like this for yourself, just request it. I've got a video for Kevin coming and a video for RJ coming, so those two are first in line. I think RJ's first and then Kevin, and then I can get to everybody else just in class. Ask me and I can pull out my phone really quick and take a video. So we'll go ahead and watch these from the beginning so you guys can kind of see it in motion here in regular speed. Check it out.